Can't remember if there's a buffer on this program, but I'm Tim Wilde, and I'm going to give you my wild thoughts on the Flash trailer. Just real quick, I haven't watched it yet. It came out today during the football. I'm sorry, last night during the Super Bowl that I didn't watch, and I've not seen it yet. I have it queued up, ready to watch. It's early in the morning. I'm not going to do a big, loud, exaggerated jumping all over the place, partially because it's the Flash, and we know how much I don't really care for the DCU universe right now with the Snyderverse stuff, and that's the Splash. I know Batman is coming back. They've been doing a lot of things. His cameos and his part have been canceled from other movies, and there's a lot of drama and stuff that's been in motion with his character, and with what they're doing with the Flash resetting the universe with whatever's called Shatterpoint, whatever, I don't know. And that's the thing. I'm not that invested in the Flash. He was fine in the Justice League movie. He was even more elaborated on in the Snyder version of it. I don't like that term, but because they're both the Snyder version. But this is his own movie, and it's Ezra Miller, right? And he's a complete punk, and it's crazy that of all the actors and the characters involved with the DCU movies, this punk is the one that's gets his movies made. But whatever, they're just kind of trying to write and dissolve the whole thing, turn it all over to James Gunn and what's his name to restart the whole universe. But here we go. This is the Flash. I have it queued up. I'm gonna do a small version just because hopefully. I know Warner Brothers is really stingy on their copyrights and their bots flagging stuff on YouTube, so hopefully it won't get picked up. I have it turned down for the most part. I should be able to hear it. Yeah, that's all I know. Michael Keaton's back as Batman. That's all I know. And here we go.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere. Another timeline.
It's already him.
Another universe.
Don't even tease it.
So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
I do like the Flash stuff, the effects
Deliver my mom.
they do in these movies.
I'm not going to lose her again. Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving.
Oh, that's a classic suit. That's not like his normal suit, the armory-looking suit from the Snyder movies. I like that. Right, just the plain red jumpsuit with the ears. Oh!
My face. You stole my face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be.
That's the accident where he got his powers.
You could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening.
I know Ben Affleck was in this. That's awesome.
Completely broke the
And
universe.
so are the Avengers.
Zod, we've been waiting for you.
And so is Zod.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
There it is. That's awesome.
You are.
Yeah.
Say it.
I'm Batman.
Yeah! Oh, that's cool. Nice, I like it. And there's Stupid Christian Bale,
If I can't undo what I did,
Superman version. Michael Keaton
if
looks
I can't
awesome.
get back,
New modernized
there
suit.
might not be a
There's
future.
Flashpoint. Flashpoint's what I was thinking of.
What's the play?
Why are they just calling it the
We
Flash?
try not to die.
I don't know what that is.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
Hey! All right, so Supergirl's in it.
Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are going to want to see this.
Well, that's interesting. Read where all began. See Flashpoint. I knew it was close. Okay. Well, I like it. I like it a lot. Here's what's interesting is that they introduced. Sorry, I know you probably couldn't see me during most of that. I should have been paying attention to the camera. I know they introduced the concept in the Man of Steel novelization, if I remember. I don't think there was any deleted scenes or anything. They actually had Kara's ship, when the ship that I almost said Luke, that Superman found, that was in the rest of the Justice League movies. That was Kara's ship, if I remember. That was supposed to be her ship and she landed a long time before Superman, and then she was just wherever she was gone. That's why the ship had a House of L suit on there, because a lot of people were like, well, why would it have his family's name on this random Kryptonian ship? But that's why, if I remember correctly, that was supposed to be Kara. So they have already alluded to her in the beginning. She has black hair. That's fine. I don't care that she's not. So I guess that's her in this jumpsuit. That she doesn't have. So is that her in this other shot? I guess so. That she was always a blonde. I don't think I've ever seen her in the comics. I don't even know if I have any figures of her. Oh, I have one. I don't know if I've ever seen her as a blonde. Oh, I think I have. There's a blonde. Anyway, about the movie, it looks like it's tying together the Christian Bale Batman, because he had the Bat Missile or the Bat Cycle, whatever that stupid thing, the Bat Pod. This is the Bat Pod. Obviously Michael Keaton, and then you have Ben Affleck. You have the Henry Cavill Superman era, because that's where this Flash and that Batman take place. And then Michael Keaton comes in. How Michael Keaton gets here, I don't know. We have two Flashes. I don't know the Flashpoint storyline. I just know that pretty much I think everything's just going to get erased and start anew. They're going to have some story. And or they're obviously going to have a story, but they're just going to have a story that's going to kind of reset everything. And it's just, and then it's going to kind of forget it ever happened. All that stuff we saw at the end of the Snyder version, the HBO version of the Justice League, where you had the post-apocalyptic era with Superman and the Joker being dragged around and Batman saying F you and all that stuff, walking around with Hera and what's her name? Or not Hera, whatever her name is, Amber Heard. All that stuff's all gone. We're not going to see any of that. They're not going to even talk about any of that, I'm sure. And I can't imagine this is going to be anything more than just a post-credit scene, just kind of like just an epilogue to the whole thing. I think they're going to wipe it all up. I do like the suit, as I mentioned. I'm not gonna sit here and break down the trailer, but I'm gonna see that suit. That was right here. I think that's going to show the accident, or else that's when they actually time travel, because we've never seen the accident in this version. Zod's back. That's interesting. That's cool. I don't know where he's, unless this is going to be a flashback kind of a situation. He's there with his ships, it looks like. What was that a shot of? Yeah. He looks good. Barely can tell. I'm sure that's digitized. Well, not de-aging. I'm sure. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe they did do some de-aging, and maybe we're not going to see him really without the. Yeah, that's Supergirl. Maybe we're not going to see him without the. We won't see him as Bruce Wayne as an older man. Maybe they're just going to leave him in the suit and just let him do the voice, kind of like how they did Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. I don't know. I don't pay attention to spoilers. I don't watch stills, or I don't see stills and look for stuff. That's not the shot I was looking at, but that's the suit. That's just the plain red jumpsuit. I don't think that's his armored suit like he has in the Justice League movies. I think that's cool. I think it's classy. I think the old suit where it was just him in the muscly tights looks awesome. I don't like all the armory edges and trimming that you see with all the wiring and the padded look. I don't like that on any of the characters, even Batman. Sometimes that can be overdone, and he's the only one that would need kind of armoring. But you know what looks awesome in a Batman? That That's he just do a Michael Keaton, just an awesome padded suit with the muscular muscles built into it to make it look awesome. Always been a fan of that. Now you can't really see it, but way up there is my Batman collection, including my original Batman figures and my modern Batman figures, all from the Michael Keaton toys. They're awesome. That's my Batman, so I am excited for it. Don't really care about the Flash. The Flash is cool. And in 1990 or 1989, after this movie came out, and I think that year or else the next year is when the Flash series came out. I was hooked. My mom and my brother and I, we watched it every week. We loved it. It was all about these superheroes, and it was super cool. And so this is gonna kind of be awesome to kind of feel like that again. Looks good. He looks good. The movie looks entertaining. Looks action packed, and not like Black Adam. It doesn't look like they threw all their money into the special effects just to make a disappointing mess for me. It looks like this was well done. Although I know they do some special touch-up special effects when they're doing big commercials, especially if it's going to be run during the Super Bowl. So who knows? Maybe it's going to be uneven when we actually watch the movie, but I don't think so. Justice League looked good. Well, Zack Snyder's just the HBO version when they threw a bunch of money on it to clean it up, looked good. I don't know. I think this looks good. Looks fun. Michael Keaton looks great. He has that same little snide look. That little coy, like, yeah, I'm Batman, and he is the man. All right, that's it. I don't have a lot of really deep thoughts. You can watch other breakdowns there's hundreds of channels to choose from. I just want to say that Tim, who loves Superman and love this Batman, I'm fine with this Flash, but I love the Flash. It's cool. I'm excited about it, and this will be the final, hopefully the final nail in the coffin for this dark Zack Snyder universe. We're going to have Aquaman 2, no more Wonder Woman, and was there one more? I think that's it. Aquaman 2, and they canceled Wonder Woman, they canceled Batwoman. I think that's it. And Black Adam's done. Oh, and Shazam too. Don't care. Anyway, that's it. Those are my wild thoughts on the Flash trailer. I don't know if they just call it Flashpoint. They should, since everyone's in there, just amp it up. Just make it a big event instead of like just here's the movie. Now we're moving on to a new Superman, Batman, and all that. So anyway, whatever. Like it, go and see it, and I don't know. Hopefully you got to see this breakdown because Warner Brothers doesn't like people playing their stuff, and there's a lot of music and sound in there, so their bots pick it up pretty easily. Anyway, there's Batman, and I'm Tim Wilde, and we'll catch you next time on whatever my channel is called. Whatever. Those are my wild thoughts on the Flash trailer, and we'll catch you later.